Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first long form content video. In this video, I will be doing, as the title said, defining different subgenres of horror. Horror is one of those genres with a lot of different subgenres, and a lot of them are very hard to describe and very hard to tell apart from each other. In this video, hopefully series, I will be doing that. Before we get into it, I'd like to ask that you like, subscribe, and comment. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first genre is slasher. I feel like this is probably the most popular and one of the defining genres when somebody says the words horror movie. Usually a masked killer with some sort of blade. Usually the emphasis or the type of horror that they are going for is violence and gore. Like examples would be the Terrifier movies, the Saw sequels, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequels. But they can also be very suspenseful and chilling, like the first Halloween movie, like Scream, the first Saw movie, and one of the most influential movies of all time is actually a slasher, and that would be Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Some prolific slasher directors would be Wes Craven, Takashi Miike, and T. West. The next genre, or subgenre rather, would be body horror. It involves horrific change or altercation of the body, but unlike with slashers, this would be like more of a permanent change. Some popular examples of, I feel like movies, like actual body horror movies, are not really that popular, but I don't know about that. What is you guys' take on that? Let me know down in the comments. Some popular examples of that would be Tetsuo the Iron Man. Okay, that's not really popular, but it is one of my favorite horror movies. The Thing 1982 and the 1986 version of The Fly, as well as Videodrome and Raw. Some prolific directors in this genre would be David Lynch. I believe he did The Fly. David Cronenberg, if I remember correctly. No, David Lynch did Eraserhead, and David Cronenberg did The Fly, if I remember right. But I know that John Carpenter did The Thing. Anyways, moving on. Psychological horror. This is the focus and the emphasis here is on the mental and emotional state to create dread and unease. Usually more subtle and atmospheric. Movies like Skinamarink, shows like The Twilight Zone, It Follows, usually will include themes like trauma, insanity, grief, and paranoia. Movies like Get Out, Beau is Afraid, Hereditary, Split, and Smile. Some prolific directors for the psychological horror genre would be Jordan Peele, Ari Aster, and John Carpenter. Ari Aster did Beau is Afraid, and Jordan Peele did Get Out. The fourth and final one for this video is I don't like this genre, and it's not a very popular or well-known one, but anyways, here it is. It goes by a couple of different names: exploitation or grindhouse. The movies focus on literally being as shocking and controversial as possible. I know what you're thinking. Isn't that what all horror movies are doing? No, like this is like to the point where it almost alienates them from the mainstream. Some examples of this would be Human Centipede, dear gosh, frickin' a Serbian film, Cannibal Holocaust, Solo, and the more recent Hills Have Eyes. Another genre that this kind of overlaps with is splatter. Quite a few splatter horror movies are also exploitation movies. I will get into the difference in between those in another video. Some prolific directors within this genre would be Wes Craven, George Butter, and Tom Six. Tom Six directed the first Human Centipede movie and the second color version of that. Anyways, that was my first video defining different subgenres of horror. Uh, like and like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below, what horror movie would you like me to watch next? I'd also like to close out with a bit of trivia. The scariest horror movie, according to the Science of Scare, is the 2012 version of Sinister, which is high on my list to watch. The first horror movie ever made was made in 1898. It is La Manoir du Diable, translating to The House of the Devil in French. The highest grossing horror movie is the first It movie. It grossed about $700 million. So this was the video. Once again, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.